Welcome to another episode of Roll Up a Poet. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured. Alright, so look, for this one, I'm going to be talking about how I never cheated on any woman I ever been with. Never. You know what I'm saying? Alright, now let's get into it. So, I done had not too many relationships. I might have had about 3 to 5 relationships, right? And every relationship I ever been in, always been faithful. I never cheated. I never did none of that. You know what I'm saying? I always kept it gangster and I always kept it real. Alright, so let's get into it. So, every relationship I ever been in, I always been the protector, the provider, the help. I've been affectionate. You know, I never beat on no woman I've been with. None of that. And in return, every woman that I ever been with always tried to come back. Now, I'm not talking about the little thoughts and side pieces, you know. Of course, some of them smoke me, you know, but I ain't talking about them. I'm talking about women that I was in committed relationships with. Every last one of them I ever been with, they all tried to come back because they knew that I was a real man. To all the real men out here, if you ever been in a situation like that, you know what I'm talking about. Women know when they fucked up. And then vice versa too. But I'm just speaking for me on this one. You know what I'm saying? Like my first relationship, right? My first relationship, she was my first love. I was like 18 when me and her got together. You know, I did everything right. Ain't miss a beat. She still turned around and fucked around on me with one of my big homies and had his baby. I still ain't act a fool, went crazy. I ain't do none of that. You know, I let it be what it was, right? So, with that being said, I ended up getting a blood test, of course, because I was blamed for the father. And sure enough, it wasn't mine. You know what I'm saying? I didn't beat her ass. I didn't argue with her. I didn't fight with her. None of that. I just deaded the situation. I moved on in my life. This woman tried to get back with me for a good 10 years straight. Even when I was in prison, she was writing me while I was in there and everything. You know what I'm saying? She was so hurt that she fucked up because she knew what she had was a good thing. My second relationship, same exact thing. You know, she ain't get pregnant or none of that with nobody, but she decided that she wanted to move on. You know, she wanted to do different things. She wanted better. She didn't want to be tied down no more and all of this shit, right? Because, like I said, I am a manly man when it comes to the relationship. I don't do all that cheating and all that backstabbing and, you know, I don't do none of that. Well, I guess she felt like, you know, she had enough of that life and she wanted to be free. I let her go. She instantly came back within the first month. Baby. Once you get that cat up, it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? My third relationship, right? It was with this woman that had some money. And this was my first time ever being in a relationship with a woman with some money. You know what I'm saying? And she did the motherfucking thing, you feel me? And we had a good relationship. Well, she got to tracking me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, that ain't it. So I cut her off. Me and her relationship was great. We didn't have no problems, nothing. But she still found a way to try and figure out that I'm doing something wrong. I'm too good. Some just ain't right. So it had to be something wrong. So she got to tracking me. And I found out about it. So I did it the situation. Still to this day, she's still trying to get back with me. Not having it. Once the relationship is over, it's done. Ain't no getting back with me. It's over. My baby mama, me and her been together 4 years, 2 children. Everything was great. Never really got into it. I mean, of course, we had our little arguments, but never nothing, serious, nothing like that. We did our breakups to makeups over our 4-year course. The last time we broke up to make up, she came back pregnant. Tried to blame me for it. I knew it wasn't mine, of course, So what happened? Eventually, down the line, I got a blood test. It wasn't mine. Everything went left. She tried to get back with me for like 2 years straight. Wasn't having it. My whole point of this is that when people know that they fucked up a good thing, they always try and come back. This is to anybody that been in the same situation as me. Don't ever take that person back. No matter what they say. It's millions and millions and millions of people out here that you can choose from. Don't let that one try and drag you back to where you came from. Let it go and move on. It's just life. It don't matter if y'all was married, y'all had kids, y'all was in love, y'all was taking pictures together. It don't matter what y'all did. When the time is up, let it go. That's just life all in itself. It's not meant for you to hold on to somebody, especially when they showed you who they are. And that go for friends, family, relationships, whatever, situationships, sex, whatever the case is. When the time is up, let it go. Because if you hold on to something that's tearing you down, guess what? You're going to be next up. And you're going to turn around and be that person begging that person that drug you down to be with you. And then you're going to turn around and be miserable just like that person. Because 9 times out of 10, that person probably started out as a good person like you. But they didn't know when to let go of that person that did them wrong. And it turned them into a damn savage. For them to turn around and do other people wrong. That's how it is with a lot of people. A lot of people don't know how to move on and say, hey, you know what? That shit wasn't right. Fuck it. It's time to move on. Some people, they keep on chasing that same situation until it make them bitter and miserable. And then they go ahead and spread that on to everybody else that come on into their life. That's how you get these negative people. People don't just be born negative. It be the situations that they've been in and they carry it on to the next instead of letting it go. So, again, my message is, if you the type of person that I am and people that hurt you, just let it go. You will get over it. The body heals itself. So if you do good by your body, by letting go what's not good for you, the body will heal itself in time. And you will move on and you will do better. Don't expect nothing out of nobody. Only expect you out of you. When you try and put other people in your position, that's when you fail the spot that you in. Because you looking for somebody else to be who you are, when that person is who they are. It's been another episode of Roll Up a Pour Up. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured.